Welcome to Heads Up SA, your trusted source for breaking political stories and deep dives into South Africa's current affairs. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay informed. Big political developments from MK Party today, as Floyd Shivambu has officially been demoted from his powerful role as Secretary General. He is now resigned as an ordinary member of the National Assembly in Parliament.
As a responsible organization accountable to its electorate and the broader society, the national officials have come to a decision to redeploy Commander Floyd Shivambu as the Secretary General of the party and redeploying him to the National Assembly.
This decision follows a meeting by the MK Party's National High Command, where it was found that Shivambu's recent visit to Prophet Shepherd Bushiri in Malawi was in direct violation of the party's constitution. This decision follows a meeting by the MK Party's National High Command, where it was found that Shivambu's recent visit to Prophet Shepherd Bushiri in Malawi was in direct violation of the party's constitution.
Based on the deliberations by national officials, it was confirmed that the trip was not officially sanctioned. It was not an officially sanctioned program of the organization or the president, which therefore goes against the constitution of the party.
You will remember when the news broke of Shivambu's visit to Prophet Bushiri's church, the MK Party quickly distanced itself, saying the trip did not represent the party's position. Floyd, on the other hand, insisted that the trip was strictly personal and didn't see how it breached any rules.
And one thing which I never apologized on and I will never apologize on is when I went to see Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and then he said, let's go to church. I said, I will go to church. I'm like those who say that I am glad when they say unto you, let us go into the house of the Lord. I'm compliant.
Despite
like
the concerns of him evading
of
arrest and what that means for the MK Party and what it stands for and constitutionalism and upholding the rule of law.
I honestly
I mean, those were genuine. You can admit those were genuine concerns, right?
No, I think they were misplaced, actually. Like,
okay.
There was, yeah.
However, after the meeting with party's leadership, he reportedly acknowledged his error and has fully accepted the High Command's decision. He also took the opportunity to reflect on his past contributions, thanking the MK Party for entrusting him with leadership roles, including his time as national organizer and later as Secretary General.
And the national officials, the president, I want to take this opportunity to thank the President Jacob Zuma and the leadership of Mkhonto Isizwe and the membership for having assigned me a very important role to become a national organizer and then Secretary General. I want to confirm that the national officials have taken a decision which I fully accept as a disciplined member of Mkhonto Isizwe. We've been redeployed to the National Assembly and will continue to play the role of advancing the agenda and program of Mkhonto Isizwe. It has been an invaluable roles that we have played and a humbling experience that we have been assigned by the President. I want to thank him for leading the program of unification of all the progressive forces in South Africa. That is the agenda that we're going to continue to pursue. I think that will clarify the issues that pertains to this. And on behalf of myself and everyone else who is involved, we want to regret that the decision in terms of the visit to Malawi was not consistent with the constitution of Mkhonto Isizwe, as is reflected in the statement. And we fully accept the new responsibility. Will continue to play a role and build the organization towards the 2026 local government elections and towards the 2/3 majority victory in the 2029 general elections. Thank you very much, Comrade President. We really appreciate the role that you have given us and the redeployment, the confidence that you continue to show even when we falter in terms of some of the issues that we deal with at personal level. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Commander Shivambu.
When asked why Shivambu wasn't expelled like others who have broken the party's constitution in the past, MK Party National Chairperson Nkosinathi Nhleko said that each case has its own nuances. The implication, not all rule breaking is treated equally.
Violations have got a different sort of weightings to them. So you can't say that because you and I are members of MK, so you also, violated this and I'm violating this and so on, and therefore there's, a correlationship between your nature and extent of violation versus my one, and therefore the result should be the same. I don't think it would be a correct way of approaching things that in that particular regime.
Meanwhile, former President Jacob Zuma, speaking at the same brief, addressed two hot-button issues. On claims of a so-called white genocide in South Africa, Zuma dismissed the narrative entirely, calling it false and unhelpful.
Is there genocide? You guys are everywhere. Not so. Can't you help me? Maybe it wasn't sharing that. There is no genocide in South Africa. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I take it that when people talk about genocide, when many people die, there's nothing of that nature in South Africa. People are just, my fellow I know, Olo that's America. He just talks when he wants to talk. Anything. I thought he would know better what is genocide. Now, for him to say so, it's just a joke, really. There's nothing of that nature.
And on Floyd's demotion, Zuma confirmed the party had received multiple letters from allied organizations, expressing serious concern about the Malawi trip, prompting the High Command to take necessary measures.
Complaining. There were quite a number of letters that came unhappy. They said a number of things. Because we were busy, this party, Congress is a very, very busy party. So we did not have time to leave what we're doing and jump to say what is happening. So we continued doing our work. They came, I think, almost 3 times worried about this. So we had to feel that if there are people in the country who feel not good about what has happened, without them knowing the details, it was important that we tell the country what has happened and why this, why do we take this decision? Because we have to respect the population, that we are very serious to tell them that they must vote for us, all of them.
The MK Party's head of presidency, Makasela Mzobe, made it clear that the party will not entertain any more questions on this issue moving forward.
Outcome of a deliberation that included Comrade Floyd Shivambu. And everything the leadership wanted to know about the trip, he did take the leadership into confidence. And the leadership, in its wisdom, counseled Comrade Floyd about the mistakes committed about the trip as indicated in the statement. And both the leadership, the president and Comrade Floyd, have closed on the chapter of Malawi and were being counseled by the president every time we make mistakes. Floyd is not the first one, won't be the last one to commit a mistake and be counseled by the leadership and given wisdom of the president on how in future we should better handle issues that are complicated like these ones. The request is that The matter ends today in the ranks of Umkhonto Wesizwe. The leadership, the detachment, the membership, supporters and voters are requested to accept the guidance from the president and the officials and give MK Party a space to focus on the agenda of local government elections in 2029. The understanding is that no one in the leadership after this.
What do you think about Floyd Shivambu's demotion? Is the MK Party being consistent with its rules or playing favorites? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Heads Up SA, your go-to source to South Africa's political pulse. Till next time, stay sharp, stay woke. Keep your heads up, SA.